What's up Saab fans around the world, and welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So, since the last episode that I released earlier this week, we made some progress. We got the intercooler floating in the air, and since that video I have been cutting a little bit in the crash beam, as you can see right here. And I actually managed to keep some of the structure, which is really nice. So when I put in the foam, it will cover the top part, and this will be like a solid beam in the top corner at least. I don't know if I need to or if I will make like a reinforcement behind this, so we still have some of the structural crash beam that was from the factory, but I think this will be sort of good enough, because I have seen a lot of people just cut it off straight off and just zero fucks given, but here we still have some structure, which is really nice. And we have some more things to do. I have put on some heat cover on this hose right here. So it's dual layer of, I can't remember the name of it right now. It's something with fire sleeve it's called. So I think that will withstand the heat. So now I have heat protection on both the exhaust manifold, the turbo, and the hose itself. So I think it will be good enough. But I will start today's video with something that I have been wanting to do for so long, and that is to make a touchdown with this car. So it has been standing on jack stands for a year or more. It has never been down on all four wheels. So now we will put on the BBS wheels and lower the car for the very first time. So now everything is connected, the brakes is connected, both front and back, and you know that we have installed the gearbox and the clutch and everything, so the system is ready to bleed. But I just wanted to have that little like motivational boost before I do anything else. So I want to see the car on the ground.
Who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. And you ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. Don't change it.
Okay guys, so this was really scary. I have not seen the car on the ground with the wheels, with the coilovers, with the engine turned and everything. I have worked so many hours on this car, and sometimes I almost lost faith in it, like about to give up, because I couldn't see any progress and things were just taking so much time. But this moment right here, it's like, it's almost emotional for me to see the car like this. Now I just start to believe myself that this will be one of the sickest build I will ever do, like period. Like, how sick isn't this? So the stands and the coilovers are not set at all, so bear in mind that the fitment will be a little bit better, but it just looks so sick. like a lot of camber to start with. The wheel sits almost perfect without any spacers. I just put on the spoiler on the back because I wanted to see how everything looks together, but this is almost unreal to see the car back on the ground again, and it's actually standing on the ground. And now I got the receipt that all the hours that I spent to put on the rear differential paid off. Now it's pretty dark. I will go get a light so you will see. But it really doesn't sit that low. I was scared the whole build that the differentials should sit too low and like scrape the ground. And it's so good. Like this, that is totally fine clearance, I would say. This is so sick. You see, I have a rear axle on a 9.5. How cool isn't this? For sure, I know that a lot of you guys share my passion with this, and this is like the ultimate dream car for me. Like a rear wheel drive, high horsepower, hopefully good performing Saab 9.5 Aero rear wheel drive. So this really starts to come to life right now. So since we have it back on the ground, I think it deserves a thorough wipe down just to see it in its cleanest state. Cleanest it could be right now, at least. I got a little bit carried away, so I wanted to throw on the body kit, the lights, just get the entirety of the whole build. How will this look? And this just, I don't know, this is just needs a moment of silence. Because once the body kit has been transformed, I have a really sick plan for it. This will just be amazing, and it looks amazing like it is right now, like when it's two colored, but it will be so much cleaner once it's done. But yeah, I'm speechless. So this night in the garage was meant to be bleeding brakes and continue with the build, but I just got so stunned by like the cleanness of the Saab, and that I have managed to keep like all of the original elements of the Saab, but still it's a completely extreme and sick rear wheel drive build. So you know how it could be sometimes in the garage when you're out filming and it doesn't go your way and you end up going to bed like sad and destroyed, beaten down. Now I'm at my absolute top of happiness regarding the car. So I will just call it a day right now, even though I have probably a few hours left to be able to work on the car. I would just call it, go to sleep, have a good night's sleep, then continue a little bit with the car tomorrow. So I'm back and it's the next day and I have done some work. The car is back up in the air again, back on jack stands. I'm so looking forward to having it down again, but it's up for now and we need to continue the work. So right now I have bled the brakes all the way around. It's not the funniest job to watch, so I have just gone ahead and done it. And it turned out really good with the brakes, because the system was completely empty, but now the brake pedal is solid. I have also bled the clutch and it bounces back and it works, but it's missing a little bit. It needs to bounce back that little like centimeter in the end. So I don't know if that's like a spring or what it could be, but it's missing just a tiny little bit. But that's not a big issue for now, at least. You can see I have got the leather on the shifter. It's not fully mounted, but just put it over so it looks a lot more OEM, and this looks really good. So what should we do next? If anyone is interested, I could just explain the way that I did things. So when you bleed the brakes, I usually use this pneumatic bleeder. It's a cheap one, but it gets the job done. So you always start the furthest away from the container, which we have right here. So the furthest away is the rear right caliper, then the rear left, then the rear front, then the left front. So I have gone around a couple of times, pushed on the brake a little bit in between to move the air bubbles around a little bit, then went over it a few times around until I get the brake pedal real solid. And the same goes for the clutch. The last couple of times I have changed clutches, I have used the same method. I use this little oil can that's 100% manual, and I open up the bleeder valve on the clutch and I push the oil from the bottom and down. That way, if there is any bubbles in the cylinder, it will take the bubbles up and it will come up in the container. So you just push the fluid from down below, and when it fills up the container, you know it's good. Because it's impossible by physics to fill up the fluid in the container with still air in the cylinder. So that's done at least, and it's time to move on to the next thing. And the next thing will be to find a solution on how to mount this, the top. It sits real solid on the bottom, but an intercooler should be able to flex a little bit. Why I have these rubber cushions in the bottom, and the top should be installed with these type of bushings right here, which is very common. So I will try to find a way to incorporate these and have them like installed up into the frame. So we will have to do some work, but I think it will fit very good actually. Because this tab right here is for the headlight, so it holds the headlight in place. This one and this one. So I want to keep this one, but you can see that the attachment lines up just perfect, but we will figure it out. So probably go with something underneath it and it will sit really good. And same goes for this side right here. Here we don't have anything like interfering really, but we will see. So I really don't know if I should tack weld the crash beam in place before I start to like fix this, but I will sort it out some way, somehow. So eventually I was able to install it and now it sits really tight. Okay, it flexes a little bit, which is the meaning of these bushing screws, so it won't crack. But now it sits really flush. I have modified this crash beam foam a little bit. Now it fits really snug in there. So this is what it will look like. I don't know if I would modify it even more so I get a little bit more of the airflow up to it, but I think this will be really good as it sits right now. Really happy with the installation. So I think that would be it for this video, but there are more things to come and there is a lot of work to do. So next up will be the piping for the intercooler, to get that in place, mount the air filter, and there are some special connections for the pressure pipe or delivery pipe that I need to make. Next up is to extend these wires that comes to this cable right here so it could fit down there. So I have bought a lot of stuff that I have not tried before. So I will use these ones to extend the wires, because this will solder the wires together and seal the wires so they get weatherproof all in one motion, and I hope it will work. Then I will put some of this fire sleeve or heat wrap around it so this soldering doesn't get loose off the wire. But that will take some time to get that in place. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me. Also give the video a thumbs up, that will help me and help support my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!